People are frequently more likely to assume positive things about you if they get a positive first impression of you. This is because people frequently draw conclusions based on prior patterns they have observed or link certain positive traits with one another. When you smile and make eye contact with someone you just met, for instance, you are expressing your respect by acknowledging their presence and expressing your pleasure in doing so. In addition to leaving a positive impression, they may conclude that you are affable, self-assured, and honest. When people see Sigma males, they assume they are guys who do not want to associate with anyone else. However, here are the first things women notice about Sigma males. How they treat people. Instead of caving into social pressure, Sigma males would rather be self-reliant and enforce their own rules. They open up to very few people, but they are considerate of others and fit in effortlessly. They have good emotional control and refrain from imposing their will on others. As opposed to the alpha males, who prioritize leading the pack. To define themselves, they therefore require a social construct that they can control or lead. It confines them to particular social circles and behavioral patterns. The Sigma male is content in a social hierarchy where he isn't at the top and doesn't need any of this to be himself. He can even operate independently, depending on no one at all. It permits these men greater social freedom. Sigma males typically stay true to themselves no matter who is around, in contrast to others who may prefer to interact with others or present a certain image to the public. It's a notable quality because they will essentially be the same person when they're by themselves as when they're with others. Women notice that they don't have to force their authority on others. Instead, they treat everyone equally and with respect. Regarding their actions, they have nothing to prove to anyone. Their intelligence and ability to listen. Because they recognize the importance of maintaining silence and showing consideration for others when they speak, Sigma males are generally good listeners. They prioritize content over volume, which enables them to speak when necessary and listen intently. Listening with attention is a lost art. Some people are always talking about themselves and rarely pause to listen to what others have to say. Consider the narcissist, who is infamous for controlling conversations and making them all about themselves. Sigma males give you their full attention. According to certain experts, this quality makes them perfect conversation starters. It also demonstrates respectful and empathic listening. They prioritize content over volume, which enables them to speak when necessary and listen intently. Because intelligence enables one to hold a conversation, women find intelligence attractive. Male Sigmas listen intently, which is a major indication of their tolerance and openness to new ideas. There are other occasions when listening can be helpful, even though they might not be interested in hearing about her work drama over a spilled Starbucks cup for a few hours. Their body language. Though they aren't always precise and can vary from person to person, body language cues can often reveal an individual's emotions. Still, common examples of body language are frequently used to convey emotions like attraction. Preening behaviors, for instance, an open posture, leaning in, blushing, and prolonged eye contact are often indicators that someone is attracted to you. However, asking someone directly might be the only surefire way to find out if they are attracted to you. Sigma males have body language that plays a significant role in creating a good first impression throughout the entire interaction. Even though their body language varies depending on the type of interaction and whether they are sitting or standing, it still says a lot about them. Most of the time, their body language speaks of confidence and attentiveness. When you speak with her one-on-one, it goes beyond just meeting her eyes. The eye look you give her is what makes her say, "Wow." One form of body language that is essential to dialogue and communication is eye contact. Even more can sometimes be said with the eyes than with words. Women look you in the eye when you are speaking to them, indicating that you are paying attention and are actively listening. Women love this, and it attracts them to Sigma males. Their respective boundaries. In contrast to insecure beta males, men with Sigma inclinations come across as secure in addition to being self-assured. He also doesn't have the inflated sense of self that many alpha males do. It's intrinsic rather than derived from outside sources. Women are immediately drawn to Sigma males because they are confident, respectful men who set clear and daring boundaries. Their refusal to engage in games with women is another indication of it. Their bold personality. His trademark is also silence, but this does not mean that he is weak or bashful. Males with a Sigma personality type were described as quiet, confident, sexy, and strong by those who interacted with them. His defiance of the social structure that seeks to constrain him is a sign of his confidence. The lone wolf forges ahead on his own to forge his path because he is confident in himself. He believes he can succeed and perform without having to follow social norms and expectations about acceptable behavior. These guys are unique because they create trends rather than just following them. Their choice of attire, charisma, and demeanor all shout authenticity. The idea that they detest structures that force them to submit to authority or follow directions is consistent with the trendsetter trait. He enjoys challenging laws and norms to see if they are reasonable, fair, or valid. With this kind of thinking, he can actively work to change laws and policies that oppress people, whether they be in the community or at work. Because women are drawn to bold, independent men, the Sigma man's audacious demeanor draws them in. Their emotional intelligence. The affable and independent man does appear to have emotional intelligence. This indicates that he exhibits empathy and a strong sense of self-awareness. Being self-aware enables him to identify and control his feelings. It gives him the ability to alter unfavorable habits that harm his relationships and general well-being. He's a good friend, partner, and worker because he can evaluate and improve himself. People in the manosphere think that Sigma males' high level of awareness may be attributed to their extensive periods of solitude for reflection and introspection. Mystery. When women are around Sigma men, they also notice their magnetic attitude right away. These guys are magnetic, especially to women, because of their charisma and ardor. Their special blend of attributes is the source of their captivating attitude. The lone wolf has a mysterious quality that makes him very alluring to women. We simply aren't able to identify it. Whoa! It's the charisma and aura of mystery that envelop him. He's not hard to read. He's just not very transparent, and that mysterious quality of his nature makes him more alluring. You would think that his enigmatic nature would turn ladies away. Rather, the behavior catches their attention. Their sense of humor. The humor in Sigma males is something else that attracts women's attention. Sigma males have a sense of humor that lightens the connection. They frequently break into spontaneous jokes during talks. It also reveals how laid back they are, which is a very admirable quality. Women find it unattractive when men complain. Being able to interact with people freely, recognize humor in unexpected situations, and giggle with her make everything wonderful. It's one thing to be funny, but another to be a clown. They are quite funny, but they also know when to give up. They never joke around with other people. Men who use small gestures to express themselves are attractive to women. Never be afraid to be ridiculous or goofy. Despite their mysterious lifestyle, they find the good humor of Sigma males intriguing. Their fashion sense. Sigma males' sense of style goes a long way in making the right impression on women. For example, they can be found walking around in jeans and a tee for a day. Then going out in a suit, they'd undoubtedly get more positive attention and respect while wearing the suit. Their fashion sense exudes confidence and makes the women long to have more intimate relationships with them. Sigma males are never to be caught unfresh. They pay detailed attention to their fashion sense. Knowing the first things women are attracted to in a Sigma male, it's time to know how Sigma males act around women. If you want to find out more, click on the image and I will see you in the next one.